I consider myself a boss because I create my own opportunities. I create my own destiny, and I walk toward my own purpose. That's what bosses do. Hi, I'm Cynthia Bailey. I am the CEO of the Bailey Agency School of Fashion. I am the creator of Cynthia Bailey Eyewear and also Cargo by CB. I never knew that I wanted to become a model until I was presented with an opportunity. I was actually homecoming queen of my high school, and with that, I was invited to be in a homecoming queen pageant. One of the judges in the pageant was actually a model scout from Wilhelmina Models in New York City. Let's just say I didn't win or place in the pageant, but I kind of won because I was actually the only contestant that was offered a modeling contract. People need to educate themselves on the business of fashion, which is why I started my school, because you would be surprised at what people don't know. I mean, the only real job I've ever had in my life is my modeling career. So this is what I know, this is what I do, this is what I've lived. It would just always come up with other model hopefuls. They would always come up to me and say, hey, you know, how do I get into the business? What should I do? Do you think this is a good picture? You know, do you think I have what it takes? So it just ended up being kind of an organic business for me to just turn consulting into a business. And that's how the Bailey Agency School of Fashion was born. I love living in the fashion accessory space. I'm all about personal style. I think there's so much to learn about just how do you put things together. It's not how much things cost or, you know, what the labels are, it's how you put it together. My lead out to my fashion accessories empire that I'm building was my Cynthia Bailey Eyewear, which has been hugely successful. I started it a couple years ago. I've gone from 9 styles to way over 50 styles at this point. With that, I decided to start a leather goods line, which is Cargo by Cynthia Bailey. Backpacks, overnighters, weekenders. I love that space as well because I travel a lot, so that's something organically that I'm interested in. I have a candle line coming. I recently turned 50, so of course I named my candle line 50 Cents. I'm excited to introduce that to the world. I've been kind of teasing that a little bit on Instagram. I also have a hat deal on the table and also a watch deal. Some days I wake up and I look at my email and I'm like, oh God, I can't believe I got to deal with all these meetings today, conference calls. It's not easy. And I never really try to put out the perception that it's easy, because it's not. You definitely have to have a great work ethic. You definitely have to have drive. You have to want to do this. And, you know, once you become successful, that's just part of it. Then you have to stay successful. You don't want to get there and then you have to work even harder to stay there. So a lot of people like, oh, I wish I had what you had and I could do the things you are doing. I'm like, you may want to think about that. Be prepared to know that you're going to have to make sacrifices. You ain't gonna be home cooking for your man every night. You ain't gonna be home with your man being able to give him what he need every night. Because, hey, even if you are, you're gonna be too tired some nights. And this is the, you know, these are the things that people don't really talk about. And, you know, as someone who is newly single and divorced, you know, that was a struggle for me in my marriage because we were both entrepreneurs. We both were grinding all the time and we couldn't really figure out how to balance our personal life with business. You know, it just ended up not working out. I try to meditate every morning and come downstairs and, you know, maybe sit on the dock and meditate. I definitely need that moment before I actually start my day. It just centers me and just gives me balance. And it just really helps me prepare to walk toward my day because I do a lot in a day. So it's kind of hard to just wake up and be like, oh God, here we go. Well, I mean, I would say anyone that's struggling with beauty issues, you know, beauty isn't the eye of the beholder. You know, you have to believe that you're beautiful. You don't have to be a supermodel to believe that you're beautiful. I thought I was a beautiful person long before I was a model, and I don't really even model anymore. And I think at 50, I'm more beautiful than ever because I have a beautiful spirit, I have a beautiful soul. I'm a good person. I treat people right. So beauty is relative. I think some of the most beautiful people that I know could never be a model. And I look at them and I think they're just absolutely beautiful because their spirit is beautiful, their confidence is beautiful. You know, they walk in the room and you have to pay attention to them. I think that is beautiful.